What up, y'all? Smotto here coming at you with a brand new video blog or vlog, whatever you want to call it. Haven't done one of these in a long time. You know why? Because there's nothing to fucking talk about. Okay. Anyways, the subject I will speak on today is how Mike Brown, Eric Garner has directly affected hip hop. Now, very simple. I'm sure you guys heard what happened to Eric Garner and Mike Brown. If you don't know, you're under a rock. They're dead. Simple. And why I want to speak about it is because a lot of numerous things have been said to certain artists or about hip hop in general when, these two incidents went down. Now, number one, why some artists didn't say anything is because they don't give a fuck. Number two reason, the labels, okay, were threatening to take away their money, okay, for their albums. That's how they make a living. They ain't gonna say shit after that. That's number two. Number three, we don't have intellectual artists that can come up and say something that we would all agree with or understand. Now, when I was talking about this shit in 2008, 2009, motherfuckers was like, oh, hip hop ain't dead. It's just new wave, and the thing is different now, and blah, 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 whatever the fuck they were saying, alright? Now, why I say hip hop is dead is because, yeah, I like to get drunk. I like to dance in the club and hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Who doesn't? But at the same time, you don't have artists out there who are speaking on social subjects, okay, like Eric Garner or Mike Brown, just before Eric Garner and Mike Brown, because trust me, there was shit going on before that. And you don't have artists talking about that. So now when you have an incident like these two things happen, there's no one to say anything because we don't have the artists to say anything. And what I want to talk about is because you as a consumer or you as the person listening to hip hop, you're blaming these artists. Oh, how come this person is saying that? How come that person is saying that? How come there's no song? How come this person? The biggest, you know, person that they attacked was Iggy Azalea. Iggy Azalea. You really fucking thought that she was gonna come out and say something about Mike Brown, Eric Garner? She's a white woman from Australia. Stop, okay? It's not up to her to say anything. You're not gonna expect Young Thug or Lil Wayne or Drake or Bobby Shmurda or Troy or whoever the fuck you want to name who's popping now. You're gonna expect these people to come out and say something intellectual or give us a solution of what we should do. They're gonna content their music. That ain't gonna happen. So why are you gonna get upset at them for? These are the people that you anointed as hip hop's voice. You went out and bought Iggy's album. You went out and bought Lil Wayne's album. You went out and bought you played Hot Nigga 1,000 times in the club and everywhere. You anointed these people to be your voice. So now when some shit goes down, you expect these people to say something when you anointed these people on the content of what they were talking about, which is shit. I don't get it. I just don't see the anger towards these artists. I just don't. This is This Eric Garner and Mike Brown case is just a buildup of what we've been feeding ourselves for years. When I was saying 2007, 2009, hip hop is dead, and the voice of reasoning was dead, and that aspect of hip hop was dead, this is just proving it. Now, for example, when 9/11 happened, people were looking for answers. Okay? Number one thing that was book was the Bible. Why? People looking for answers. If you look over the past 4 years, and last year was the worst hip hop sales ever, but look at the past 4 years or 5 years, whatever, go back. We're not hip hop ain't selling, okay? And even more recently, because look at all the shit that's going on. You got wars, Chicago people killing each other at numerous rates, you know, and instead of, not just Chicago, across the whole country, you know, and we don't have music that's given our youth any type of thing to think about, give them any kind of knowledge or any kind of direction. Only music that's being pushed out there by the labels and consumers, because you're buying it. Let's not blame the labels. You're buying this and requesting it on the radio and MTV or wherever the fuck you requested that on. And this music is just inciting this shit. It's inciting it. This is Eric Garner and Mike Brown, like I said, it's just a fucking build up. It was gonna happen. Okay? Cops have been shitting on minorities and people in general. I saw them beat the shit out of some fucking homeless lady in the middle of the fucking highway. Okay? This has been going on for a long time now, and no one has said shit about it. So now guess what? They just killed two people. Okay, witnesses said guy had his hands up, and one was choked out on fucking camera, and they got away with it. What did you expect to happen? You ain't say shit for like fucking years. So now they just said fuck you. You know? That's the problem. Y'all laughed at me and said I'm a hater. Now I'm laughing at you because now we ain't got shit. You know? Leaderless movements. You got motherfuckers out there in St. Louis going nuts, burning shit down, breaking shit, tossing shit, throwing shit, fucking people up. One kid got killed by the cops. Leaderless movements. There's no leaders in the streets or in the music. This is what y'all created. This is what y'all did. Point the fingers at yourselves. Don't blame Iggy. Don't blame Bobby Shmurda. Don't blame Lil Wayne. Blame your fucking selves. Alright? Cut the shit out. That's what I want to talk about. Start blaming yourselves. That's what it is, man. And now, hip hop will turn for the better. Because now people will start getting their answers. These next couple years are going to be the right rappers are going to be promoted. The lyricists, the people making good music are going to start being founded. Because album sales and the people are not finding answers in the music. Album sales are down and shit. So maybe y'all are blaming yourselves. But for the ones who aren't, wake the fuck up. Stop attacking people on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and all this shit. Do something about it. Do something about it. Start buying some real music. Start supporting underground artists. Okay? Start going to their underground shows when these fucking guys throwing events and they're giving you artist support and y'all don't show the fuck up. That's your fault. Okay? Cut the shit. Cut the fucking shit. Alright? So anyway, that's motto. That's my opinion on the shit. You don't like it. You know, whatever. January 10th, I'm doing a show. You can meet me out there and tell me. Alright? Anyways, deuces, bringingtheroad.com. Bitch.